Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where I am going to be matching NCT DREAM members to Avatar The Last Airbender characters. I did something similar to this on my channel before. I did it with Euphoria characters and MCU characters, but I realized I basically use at least 3 DREAM members anyway whenever I do these, so I'm just doing DREAM members. Before I get started, quick little disclaimer moment. Everything I say here is just going to be my opinion. You can disagree with every single word that comes out of my mouth in this video. That is great. I love that for you, and I love that for me, and I love that for us. Okay, great. Let's get started. First, we obviously have to do Aang, like the main character, the last Airbender, the titular character, if you will. To me, Aang is Jisung, and like, hear me out. First, they're both like really young, but had to adult basically as children. Like Aang had to be a world-saving hero. Jisung debuted as a literal infant, so they just both had to adult really young. Plus, they both give me these like very wholesome little boy vibes. Like that's just, they give me those feelings. And they're both weirdly good at just everything. Like Jisung is a phenomenal dancer, a great rapper, has really good vocals. Aang literally just masters all the elements after like 3 seconds. Don't you tell me he struggled with earthbending because you're lying. That was a singular episode arc. He's great at everything. It gets a little annoying. Jisung, great at everything. It's kind of annoying in the sense of like, how are you great at everything? Why? But whatever. Aang, Jisung, great. Next, Aang's future spouse, Katara. First of all, this is unrelated to everything. I just wanted to share, I hate them as a couple. It makes me so uncomfortable because Katara looks 16 in the series, but also she sees him as like a little brother the entire show. And then at the end, it's just like, nope, we're gonna fuck now and we're gonna have kids. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. That's totally irrelevant. I just wanted to share. Anyway, Katara to me is Renju for a couple reasons. One, they're both giving me that like perfectionist vibe, like that you're trying not to seem like you want everything to be perfect, but you definitely want everything to be perfect, like that kind of vibe. Renju also absolutely gives me like mom of the group energy, even though they're both gonna deny it heavily and be like, what do you mean I'm not the mom, like I'm not the one who runs everything. It's like, but you do though. They just give me very similar vibes. Now for Sokka, I have decided Sokka gets to be Mark Lee for one key characteristic. Are you ready? They both try not to be funny, like they both want to be taken seriously, and they're both fucking hilarious. Like, I get it, Sokka's character as like a character in the show is meant to be funny, but like as a person, he's not trying to be fun. If you know, like, he's not trying to be hilarious most of the time. He's trying to be like all serious. He's just hilarious. Mark tries to be serious so much, and he's so funny. Like, I can't take him seriously. I'm so sorry. I just can't. His Instagram poetry makes me cackle. It's so funny to read because like I'm not a poetry stan, but like I've read some really good poetry in my life. That ain't it. It's so funny to just do a dramatic reading of it. If you haven't, just pull it up, do a like a dramatic reading. Read it like it's the deepest shit ever written. It's the funniest thing in the world. Basically, that's the reason they're the same person though. Like they both want to be taken seriously, and I just can't. I can't take either one of them seriously. They're both way too funny. Our next character is Toph. Toph, to me, I chose to match Toph with Channel. Yes, I call him Channel. I don't care. I will never stop. It's so much more fun. I matched Toph with Channel, not because they give me similar vibes, but because of my experiences more with the character. This is much more a me thing. I'm sorry if you disagree. This is a me thing. Sucks to suck if you're you. I don't know what to tell you. But for me, like, when I first watched Avatar the first couple times, because I've seen it like 5 times, but when I first watched it, I was never really that into Toph. Toph was never really it for me. She kind of annoyed me, but even if she didn't annoy me, I never really cared about her all that much. Channel, kind of the same thing in my early days as a Dream stan. Like, up until Hot Sauce, Channel was just kind of there for me. Like, he was really just there to be Jisung's friend. He and Jisung would go off and do their thing. The others would go off and do their thing. That was how I kind of viewed Dream for a while. And then Hot Sauce era, I got like really into Channel. Like, I can't explain why. I've been having a Channel moment. It's been a year and I'm still having a Channel moment. I can't explain it, but also during my last rewatch of Avatar, which for the record, I watched it just before everyone started rewatching it. I watched it on fucking Daily Motion, so I was out here. I was a visionary. I don't know what to tell you. But during that rewatch, I got like really into Toph, and I don't know why. I just did. It was a moment. That's basically why they're the same person to me though. I both have just very similar experiences. It is now time for Zuko. Zuko to me gets to be Geno. And I have actually like more than just one surface level reason. There is one surface level reason though. They're both large. They're both, I know it's not deep, but like they're both large men. I don't need it to be deep to be true. They are both large. I don't know what to tell you. But also, they're both such sub energy, like sub top energy to the extreme. Go look at Zuko's relationship with May. Tell me who's in charge there. We all know who it is. Zuko is the sub in that dynamic. Geno is the epitome of a sub top. You can deny it all you want. It's a fact. Geno is a sub top. They're both subby, large man energy. That's why they're the same person to me. Now for Zuko's surrogate dad, Iroh. First of all, Iroh is my favorite character in this show, in basically all of media low-key. Like, I'd tell you we can debate who's the best character in the show, but we really can't. There is a right answer to this question. It is Iroh. We stan Iroh in this house. But back to the point. Iroh, to me, gets to be Haechan, and I have a couple reasons for this. First, it ties into Zuko being Geno, just because, like, the Iroh-Zuko dynamic is so good, and I am a no-hyuk supremacist, so there is that at play. But also, I can just see, like, 20, 30 years from now, Haechan being this, like, middle-aged man who's just out here giving, like, the most sound advice ever, and I'm so hyped for it. The last character we have is obviously going to be Jamin, and I've decided Jamin gets to be Azula. So, like, this one, hear me out. It is based entirely on a fic I read. I will link the fic down below. It is god tier. It is one of my favorite fics I've ever read. It's phenomenal. I love it with all my heart and soul. And yeah, you should read it. But that is irrelevant. For this thing, though, basically, in that fic, Jamin is Azula. He's like this absolute perfectionist. He's been trained to kill since he was a child. He's great at killing people. It's a whole thing. He has like his little unhinged moment where he's like, wait, what? It's just, go read the fic. You'll understand why I'm saying this a lot more. And before you complain that I am tying him to a fic version of Jamin, most idols are not going to tell you if they're an unhinged serial killer. Just gonna put that out there. Azula was like really hard for me to like clock someone on because I wanted to do her and I needed someone that I could realistically in some way tie to being a literal lunatic. So I decided to go with Jamin. A, because he was the last one left, and also because of that fic. So read the fic, you'll understand. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. There are other fandoms I do still want to do for this type of thing. I'm probably not going to only tie them to Dream characters, but for this one, it just fit weirdly well when I was noting it out for me, so yeah, it got to be Dream characters. But there are other fandoms I want to do. You can let me know if there are fandoms you want me to do. My only real requirement is I need to know the lore. Like, if you tell me to do a fandom that I don't know anything about, I'm gonna be like, sorry, I can't, because I don't know anything. But other than that, you can comment that down below. You can also comment your thoughts on my little connections. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. Also, if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at s_album reviews. I will link that in the description. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!